Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. I am in one of our lizard rooms because I want to show you a couple little baby lizards, a couple other lizards. We are at the end of the breeding season for our sailfin dragons. It's been a fantastic breeding season, but it's over and we only have a few babies left. So I just want to show them to you, talk about our sailfins a little bit, and we will not be getting eggs again probably until early winter of 2025. So, without further ado, let me show you some lizards. These little teeny tiny guys are the two that just hatched. Let's see if we can find them. Oh, of course, right there. Just a little baby hatchling sailfin dragon. These are Philippine sailfin dragons. That's Hydrosaurus postulatus. Look at those long, crazy toes. He's eyeballing me. Long tails. Oh, and there's the other one. Look at that. Sorry for the glare. See if I can focus in a little. Maybe not. Anyway, so those two little babies, and by the way, this is a super basic setup, but it works really well for us with the really young babies. This is just a basic glass tank, and we've got a UV light, basking like a heat bulb. Got a couple different levels that they can get to. See how it's all on a slant, so they can go a little hotter, closer to the light, and a little cooler. They have a water bowl that we change every single day because they want to swim and drink and poop in the water every single day. Got a tub of live roaches for them. We want some sort of live bug in there at all times so that at this age they can get a ton of protein. Interestingly, and I have no research on this, just our experience, when we've tried to feed them salads too young, they tend to not do as well. Their growth rate slows down. Sometimes their tails get a little brittle and they'll lose just a little bit, just a tiny bit tip off the end of their tail. When we've really packed in the protein and the healthy fats that you're going to get in something like a dubia, even like hornworms, crickets, those sorts of things, they seem to grow much better. Their energy seems to be higher, and their skin and bones and just their tissues seem to be stronger. So again, I don't want anyone to take that as gospel, but at the same time, we've produced at this point, oh boy, 100 and something, 150 sailfin babies or something crazy like that. Maybe not quite that many, but a lot of sailfins. And I guess not that many, 100 or so. And it's definitely been a trend for us. So we no longer introduce salad quite this young. These are like a week old. So I apologize I didn't show you the hatching video, by the way. I wasn't here. Caleb took care of it. Yeah, so that's our very youngest babies. These guys are 6 weeks older than those ones. These are just about ready to list for sale. I haven't listed them yet, but I'm about to. Hello. And they've got the same setup. A water bowl gets changed every day. Their food bowl, which right now is empty because Caleb hasn't come yet today. These are old enough. They're nibbling on salads already. These guys are just up here basking. We spray them a couple times a day to keep it nice and humid. But this little room that I'm in, I don't know if you can really get a grasp of what you're looking at here, but it's a tiny little room and it's super, super humid in here and extremely warm. So yeah, these sailfins right here, this clutch, and then these two new ones are the last ones we're going to have available all year, basically. So if you have been on the fence about getting a Philippine sailfin dragon from us, this is your chance. These will not probably last through the end of the year. Typically, we're completely sold out before the next breeding season begins. So if you're interested, let me know. We can talk all the details, the shipping and the pricing and all that. But these are absolutely fantastic animals. These are true captive, born and bred Philippine sailfin dragons. That remains a rarity, unfortunately, in the reptile hobby. And I'm going to show you a couple older ones. I'm also going to show you a couple other species. We've got a lot of cool stuff in here. So let me show you some other cool sailfin stuff before I end the video. Hold on. These two guys we got in a trade. And I don't know if you guys can tell on just this video through a screen on my phone camera, but these are quite a bit different. These are actually Celebensis. So this is one of the Indonesian species of sailfin dragon. And I'm starting to suspect that I got lucky and got a male and a female. I'm not certain yet, but that is what I'm thinking. I'm just guessing from growth rates, head structure, size of the fins, that sort of thing. I don't have anything definitive yet, but that is what I'm suspecting. So these are Celebensis. The males turn really dark, sometimes black, on this species. So I'm really excited about these. And these are also very young. Again, I traded for these, some of our Philippines for these two guys. Let me show you the setup here. Similar to the other one. And as long as we're in a really humid room, I like these screen cages. If you're anywhere with normal humidity, you're not going to want to use screen for these guys. But we really like them. As long as, again, you're taking care of their humidity needs. And we give them a good rainstorm once or twice a day. They love to drink in those, and that also keeps the humidity in the room just at a kind of a constantly high point. They love to climb. We like to give them hides, even though they don't use them a ton, but they do sometimes. So let me move on to the next thing. This little one, who's in shed, is actually a hybrid. And I know people have their feelings about hybrids. I've done a whole video on that. I'm not going to get into that right now. No, we're not really big hybrid breeders here at the Reptile Barn. But this is a hybrid, half Pustulatus, half Amboinensis. And it's in shed right now, so its colors aren't great. But really cool looking animal. Can't wait to see it grown up. That's our little hybrid. This one needs a name, by the way. Anyone has any ideas? I'd love to hear them. These crazy guys here are pure Pustulatus. Woo, careful. See them hanging by a toe there? These are little athletic things. There's 3 of them in here. There's that guy who's jumping all around. There's one already kind of going to sleep over here. It's kind of evening, and all my lizards tend to go to bed early. And then there's one up here still soaking up some rays, getting some UV, but not directly under the heat bulb. I've noticed a lot of animals like to do that. They like to get some UV sometimes without getting super hot. So I like to keep my UV and my heat bulbs where some of their rays overlap and some of them don't. So they can choose to get some UV without all the heat if they want to. Now these are special because these are a completely different bloodline. I got these from Inez Hoddick in Canada. And we carefully track the lines of different Philippine sailfin dragons, and these are not related to ours. So I'm really excited to raise these up. As you can see, these are a little bit older than the other ones I've been showing you. Still quite young. Really excited and lucky to have these little beauties here to raise up. Again, pure Pustulatus, the Philippine sailfin dragons. By the way, Philippines are the ones that the males have a lot of purples in them. So they're just really incredible. Even the females get a little bit of purple, but the males are really purple. There you have it. That is where we're at with the sailfin babies. Sophie, our main female Philippine, is getting up there in age. I still think she has several good years left in her, but we may not be pumping out Philippine sailfin dragons at this rate for a little while until some of these other sailfins are raised up. And you never have a guarantee, that they'll be as productive. So I'm really happy that we have Sophie, but We won't have her forever. I believe she's 12 years old now. She seems in perfect health, so I'm not worried about her or anything. But every breeding season that goes by, I'm always thinking in the back of my mind like how lucky we are to be producing these in Alaska. It's wild. Anyways, I wanted to show you some of our babies, what we're working on in Sailfins. I really haven't been vlogging very much, and we've got all sorts of things going on, so I'm trying to get back into it. And that is that. If anyone has any interest, again, in the pure Philippine Sailfin dragons, that's the ones that we actually have for sale. Let me know. You can email me, thereptilebarn@gmail.com, and we can work something out. So that is all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, we're the Reptile Barn.